Hello, everybody. We are going to do something completely different today. We are going to skip all the way to lesson 28. You have a printed copy of what you need for today. So we're just going to kind of go through a couple things quickly on the coordinate plane. You may not have gotten to anything like this last year in geometry. So we're just going to kind of touch on it today. If you've ever played Battleship or something similar, then this is going to be pretty easy for you. So what is the coordinate plane? In the past, you've used number lines to show different numbers. It can be vertical or horizontal. So vertical would be like a thermometer. Horizontal would be a lot like the number lines that we use in class. And when a horizontal number line and a vertical number line are lined up so that the zeros meet, that makes a coordinate plane. So you can see that right here. Okay, horizontal going this way, vertical going up and down. Okay, so how do we know the difference between the two? A coordinate plane is made up of two perpendicular number lines. Remember, things that are perpendicular cross one another, and where they cross, they make 90-degree angles. Okay, so as you can see, this actually keeps going this way and this way, but we're only going to focus on this section today. Okay, so the number lines meet at 0, 0, right here. And that point is labeled with the letter O for origin, or like a 0, O. The horizontal number line is called the x-axis. So the number line that goes this way and also continues on that way, that is called the x-axis. And then the y-axis is the vertical. Now, when we say the alphabet, X comes before Y. So you're going to want to remember that as we go through this quick little lesson. Okay, I'm going to flip over to what is the back side of your paper. So it says, how can you locate points on the coordinate plane? The points that you locate on a coordinate plane are called an ordered pair. It's a pair of numbers that describes or tells the location of a point on the coordinate plane. For those of you that are thinking, where is this used? This would be lines of latitude and longitude that we use. That's a perfect example of how you can find where something is on a map. It's just like this. The first number is called the x-coordinate. Okay, this is the x-axis, if you remember that correctly. It's labeled here. And then the second coordinate is called the y-coordinate. And remember, I told you that it would be important that X comes before Y in the alphabet. So that means the number that goes horizontally on the x-axis is the first number in the pair. And then the number that is listed second is the Y, and it goes vertically. So what you can see here is they have plotted the point 4, then 3, over 4, and up to the 3, and where they meet is their point. So the x-axis comes first, over 4, and then the y-axis, up 3, comes second, and that is called an ordered pair. Okay, so down below, there are a few of the things that we just talked about. If you need to refer back, I want to make this video real short for you, so that way you don't have too much time spent on the video and have some time to work on the little worksheet that comes along with it. So you can come back to this video at any time and look at all of these vocab words that we just discussed very quickly. But what I would like for you to do is to take the second sheet, and we're going to try a couple of these together. Okay? So as you can see, we've got a coordinate plane here. And I can see that we have points A, B, C, and D, all located on this coordinate. I'm actually going to erase that so we can do it in different colors. So it says to locate point D in the coordinate plane above. So that's here, point D. Start at the origin. Okay. How many units do you move along the x-axis to be lined up under the point D? So what we do is we look over and see where the D comes down. It comes down to 2. So it says that we need to move over 2 points to be lined up under the the D. So that's 2. So that's the first number in your ordered pair because remember, X comes first. So now, the second number in the ordered pair, you start at the origin, and how many units do you move along the y-axis? Or axis, I keep saying axis. Axis to be lined up with D. So the y is the vertical. So we need to look over and see along there we go 3 points up. So that makes the second point on our coordinate plane. So that means letter D is located at 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to erase that, change colors here. That way it doesn't get too confusing. Okay, now we're going to do point A. So let's see, how many do we have to move over on the x-axis to be at A? Just 1. And how many, starting at the origin, how many do we need to go up to get to A? Take a look at that. How many do we need to go up to get to A? We don't. Not even 1. So it's actually a 0. So the coordinate points would be 1. The ordered pair would be 1, 0. Pardon the announcement that's about to take place. And letter B.
Richard, please come to the office. Richard, please come to the office.
Point B. How many do we go over on the x-axis? I'm going to change that to blue. How many do we go over to get to B? We don't go over at all. 0. But how many do we go up on the y? We go up 1. So the coordinate for B is 0, 1. And then last, we have C. C is over 1 and up 1. See how that works? So the coordinate for C is 1, 1. Okay? That's all we have to do on that today. So what I want you to do is the plotting points worksheet that you were given in class the other day. So on the top of the worksheet, it says to plot each point. So you're given letters T, H, R, M, P, etc. It gives you the ordered pair for each letter. You need to plot, so put that dot. Letter T is 3, 3, so you need to put 3, 3 on letter T. Down below in part B, it's going to give you ordered pairs and it's going to ask you to draw a shape at that ordered pair. If you need any help, feel free to email one of your teachers.